Hey, y'all there, cool cats. How you guys doing? This is Papa Don't Preach. My name is Obi Ikamafuna, and I'm here with Bennett Miller. Bennett, how you doing?
Right now, we're riding the storm into the midnight hour. I'm doing good. Every once in a while, I think that's one of my callings is being a midnight DJ.
Oh, yeah, you got the voice for it,
Yeah.
man.
This next song goes out to a couple in Arizona Springs. I don't know. I couldn't think of a place. Jesus. All right, moving on.
Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, man. So it's been one hell of a week. But before we get into it, have you been on a date yet with your wife?
I saw that question. The thing is, no. I've only seen my wife. We've only gone to bed. I try to put it like, I've only seen her when we've both been awake like 2 nights out of the last time we've done it. Like, I'm shooting a movie right now. We've been shooting nights.
Ooh.
So my it's like 11 to 11, 2 to 2.
Oh, shit.
So like, yeah, I haven't seen her, but we were looking at for her birthday coming up in December, doing like a little Santa Barbara.
Oh, she's got the worst birthday ever.
She does. She has a late December pre-Christmas birthday, so you got to pry it away from something. You got to make separation from the Christmas.
If your birthday is after December 20th and before December 31st, nobody's coming to your birthday.
It's a black hole birthday, and
black
she
hole
realizes
birthday.
this. So we always try to do something cool, but I think we're trying to do a little not camping. We're gonna do like a little cabin thing, Santa Barbara-y, getting away. But yes, we did talk. The last episode we actually talked about it, like how I realized that like we should do more date night stuff, and we're going to.
Very healthy.
As soon as we be awake at the same time, we're gonna work that out.
And
And in the same city, like literally, she just left to go on tour for the the show she's shooting as like following a tour. So she's like gone for another 4 days. So
that sucks, but that's awesome.
yeah,
That sucks, but it's awesome.
yeah, she's loving it. And I am here.
Oh, right. Well, shit. Sorry to bring it up.
No, it was good. Like it's something that we thought about and we talked about, and like hopefully it'll keep in the forward part of my brain, like right around here.
Yeah, I'm about to be in your boat. Like I'm going into like 4 weeks to finish my show. Shannon just started another one that's going to go through January. So like, there goes the holidays. We're going to save a lot of money, but we're not going to see each other a lot. So I'm going to be in your boat.
Yeah.
You can ask me this question next time.
Yeah. We'll work on it. We'll get it.
Well, good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We're still going hard through Fat Dad Fall. Fuck Hot Girl Summer. Fat Dad Fall is here. Interesting week. Joe Biden, our man, decided to say, yo, if you got a marijuana conviction at the federal level, you're free. So I don't think everybody understands how fucking huge that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does for the people at the state level, though. Like, if you have a state conviction, I know they're urging states to, like, yo, if somebody's in jail right now, just, at their county jail for some fucking weed, let them go.
I also think he's looking to reclassify it, too.
Yes, which is, this
insane.
This is one of those things that we live with, but it's like, come on, bro.
It's like on the same, it's the same medical effectiveness or medical, I don't know, as cocaine. It's like, it's whatever it is.
It's
like the
meth
same,
and crack and cocaine and heroin.
and something I could go get delivered to my house right now in California.
Yeah, it's like, if I can go down Rodeo Drive and go into a place that looks like a fucking Apple store and get a couple joints, infused Martinelli's apple hemp juice.
Yeah, I get gummies, I get drinks, I get shampoo, I get lotion.
And it's fucking wild that some dude who was doing the same thing I'm doing is sitting in jail. That's fucking wild. But yeah, I'm glad he did it.
Me too. I mean, it's definitely like we were talking about a little bit earlier. Like it's something on his campaign he talked about. Like what got people out to vote for him. Maybe it's a political thing because he's a fucking politician. Like
exactly,
it's like
everything
elections are coming up. Of course.
Oh, he's just doing this for politics. Oh, really? A politician's doing something for politics? Oh no,
weird. He wants more people to like him. Bizarre.
Oh, that's nuts. How outlandish.
Yeah. So I think it's great. I mean, we were talking briefly about our VP and her previous California DA.
The fucking co-op.
Yeah, like
Kamala Harris.
Hammering down people
fucking
for
co-op.
marijuana convictions.
Yeah, we were just talking about this, you guys. I'm going to let you guys in a little bit behind the scenes here, some BTS audio for you. We were talking about Kamala. It's Kamala. I'm gonna fuck. See,
Kamala.
I know it's I know it's funny. It's like
definitely not Camilla.
It's not Camilla. It's Kamala. What now? I forgot it again. It's Kamala. Kamala Harris.
Yep.
I know people are like her name's Kamala. I'm like, no, it's whatever. Anyway, Miss Harris,
Vice President Harris.
Vice President Harris. Yeah, we were just talking about like and I understand that politicians don't do this nowadays because it's either seen as weakness or pointless. But if she were just to come out and be like, yo, as a DA, I had a hard line. I did some shit. I did my job. It was the way it was. Now I hear you. I hear the country. I'll do everything in my power I can to rectify this. I would have been like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be a popular move, but I don't think that's like it's not a political move.
Yeah.
It's like it's like something a human being would do. And once you become a politician, I think you kind of throw your human being card out the window.
They take it at the door.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, you don't need this anymore. Just take your empathy, like we'll put that right over there.
Oh, we got a couple leftover souls in the soul bucket. Who's this? Who's George H. Bush?
I don't need that anymore.
I saw that our boy Alex Jones. Oof. A billion, like 964 million, like a billion. He got ordered to pay out to the parents of the Parkland massacre $1 billion, and like, does he have a bill? Has he been a billionaire this whole time and we haven't been talking about it?
No, I think now he's going to start like I think he's been playing the scrambling, hiding my money game for a long time.
Oh my God!
Because it's. Like, I'm really happy because fuck him, and like the people that are like it's First Amendment, like your Taylor Greens, the people that are coming out into support. It's like, just because you can say what you want in this country doesn't mean you don't have consequences. Like, especially what you say garners fucking he was saying that like they weren't faking it, that their kids weren't murdered, that they were calling him crisis actor. Like, he was doing
people
saying
had
really
to move
shit. Yeah,
people had to move. Their lives were being threatened. People were getting sent threatening letters. Like,
by his words, like by his freedom of speech. That means you're not free of consequences.
I saw this this story that it's like a year after the Parkland shooting, when he was still like digging into it, he was pulling in $800,000 a week. $800,000 a week. He was at like 50 million views, like crazy shit. That's nuts.
It is nuts, and people are like eating, like totally buying it.
The crazy thing is that there's 50 million motherfuckers out here like, this fucking toad with arms is fucking right.
Yeah, it's like this screaming pimple is like, he's got a point.
When I see Alex Jones, there's nothing about him that screams like, truth and honesty,
credibility, but like we're
any credibility whatsoever.
Once again, Donald Trump was our president. Like, he somehow managed to convince half the country.
I wish they would stop playing these stories of like people talking to Trump supporters and they'd be like, he just says what no one else cares to say. Like what? He just speaks the truth. Like what? He's just a man's man. You're just like, just say what you want to say, man.
It's because all right, this is a sizzling hot take.
Oh, let's see it.
I think his biggest supporters are idiots. Like,
oh,
I think
Jesus Christ. Are you saying there's deplorable people out there?
Not even deplorable. No, they're not deplorable. It's sad.
Oh,
it's
shit.
because I just don't think they're smart enough to get the concepts, or smart enough to get like how hard they're getting fucked by every direction. Like the people that are like, goddamn Obamacare, and then like literally like, where's my Obamacare? It's that those are the people that are defending him. Like, dude, if people that were just fuck someone else to spite themselves,
I love that comment. I used to love those clips of those dudes being like, what do you think about the Obamacare? I don't have Obamacare. I got the ACA.
Like,
okay,
buddy. Yeah.
All right. Moving on. That's a deep joke for some of you guys out there. I want to go into this LA story real quick because this thing, we record once a week, and this Los Angeles County story has been a wild,
it made national
ride.
News.
National news, wild ride. But I think it was a year ago, in an hour-long recorded. And did they even talk about who recorded them?
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that detail. Did you hear?
Did we hear anything about it?
Yeah.
All right. So. I'm
assuming the Ring camera.
Yeah. There was a redistricting meeting last year at the city council. Kevin DeLeon, Gil, I think it's Cedillo, Gil Cedillo,
Cedillo.
and whatever. And then the city council president, Nuri Martinez. They were all caught on a hot mic, just like going in on black people, like going in on the Oaxacan population in Koreatown, talking about redistricting black neighborhoods to have more power for
They sounded
Latinx
like they
people.
were on this podcast.
Dude, it sounded like you know what was crazy about it? What was really, really crazy about it was just like, you know, the language that Nuri Martinez was using, like when she was referring to this other congressman who happens to be a man with a black child, just like this little fucking pussy, this fucking bitch, like
It was that's the thing that struck
like
me. It's
homophobic language, like pointed
like
language.
the venom, and like that's the part that like guys like, oh, okay, like, yeah, like
Yeah, it was like, you know, and like
it was it was like not the casual, like how easy she said all those words.
yeah,
like,
it wasn't like, you know, she was like, I you know, he's just a bitch. You know, it was like, this is like when this motherfucker calls her phone, it says bitch ass congressman on it. Like, you know, fucking candy ass congressman. Like she just, and like the problem is like, she's the only one that has resigned as of now.
mhm.
The rest of these dudes have not. And they're just like, you know, all carrying water for each other, running cover. And I'm glad she's out there, but this sounds selfish. I'm glad these guys didn't resign. Like, I want to see what happens at the polls. I want to see if these guys keep their seats. I want to see if these guys get voted out, because I do think there's a lot of people. I think it's 50-50. I think people are disgusted by that. And I think people are like, no, that's the guy I want. I want that motherfucker who's only thinking about us. Like, fuck everyone else. You know, I don't think I am wrong looking at the temperature of the country at the moment, that people are very tribal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens. But god damn, like, holy shit, this woman fucking, like you said it, man, fucking venom.
Mhm.
It was nice.
It's wild.
I
Yeah.
wish we could make politicians
all on our
that
Alexa too.
Yeah, dude. What if Bezos is the one just dropping all these audio, be like, I don't know where it came from?
He's just it's like he and his cellar just like
Cellar. We call it a satellite.
Oh, he's Lex Luthor up there.
Yeah,
What I'm
he's-
talking about.
Space pooper. It's just a room with a shitter and a fucking 200-inch screen. Ooh. Like we always try to compare Jeff Bezos to different villains. It's always Lex Luthor. Like, nah, man, he's Dr. Evil. That's who he is.
Yeah.
He's literally Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil flew into space on a giant dick, and so did Bezos. Like, he is Dr. Evil. He's this bald motherfucker who just showed up out of nowhere. He could have been frozen. Started small.
You know his scrotum shaved. It's one of my favorite jokes in the movie.
I want drones with laser beams on them. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, what do you... Okay, anyway, what are you doing, man? We're fucking recording?
You have to edit all this out.
God damn. It's either get a mic or shut the fuck up when we're recording.
I agree.
Yeah, it
That
is.
is weird.
Next time, put it on the goddamn card. Am I wrong? What the fuck is happening? Sorry, guys. That was wild. We're gonna be giving a mic to our producer because this is wild.
Yeah, I'll get you a mic.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a mic, man. But yes. Anyway, I want to. Speaking of, I
A little bit.
Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. That was perfect. No, yeah, we'll cut it out. This fucking asshole. He doesn't edit this shit. We'll cut it out. Fuck out of here. All right. Anyway, segue. A lot of new movie trailers came out.
Yeah.
Some
Some good, some okay.
Some good, some okay, some very weird.
Yeah.
I know we have Megan, spelled M3GAN.
Oh, that's like the robot
Yeah,
doll girl.
a robot doll, which is was built to protect some young girl, but takes it a little too
Like,
seriously.
you know, it's not gonna go. It's like, oh no, that's not gonna go well.
Just like, oh,
In the
I built a robot. Like, okay, stop there. You got something.
all right, you got it. All right, fine. It's gonna be an evil robot. There's no. It's like, and they were friends, and it was a nice movie. It's not obviously it's a horror movie. And the thing is, like that. Watching it's like, okay, the robot's gonna go evil, which she does, but it looks creepy. Like how they designed the design of her and how she moves looks creepy. That's worth a watch, I think.
Yeah, I it's one of those movies I'm not going to see in theaters. Unfortunately, I'm gonna put it on my Prime when it comes out. Maybe HBO Max. I'm not sure. I'll catch it during the day because I don't want any nightmares. There's that movie Old Man, which we all thought was
Yeah, when you sent me the trailer, I thought it was like the third in like the
Don't
Old Blind
Breathe.
Man trailer.
yeah, the Don't
trilogy,
Breathe.
yeah.
Like so they have Don't Breathe. Then they have Don't Breathe 2. What's the name of the actor in Don't Breathe? I remember there's this. He was the guy in Avatar with the scar on his face, the
Oh,
mean
it's the
general.
same guy, yeah.
Yeah, so he was in Don't Breathe and Don't Breathe 2. And now they have this movie Old Man where he plays an old man.
He's an old man with a gun in
But
his house.
He can see this
But
time. He's
I-
not blind.
I didn't. In the trailer, I thought he was blind.
I don't know if he's blind or not,
He didn't know.
but it
I
doesn't
had to
seem like a
rewatch
plot
it.
point. It doesn't seem like a plot point.
I thought in my head canon, I was like, oh, someone's coming to get the old blind man.
Yeah, well, I thought that too. I was like, oh yeah, Don't Breathe 2. I mean, Don't Breathe 3 because I know there was a second
Yeah,
one.
just call it. I thought like
Straight to DVD, by the way. I
Yeah.
think,
I
I think
thought
you
it
can
was
find
like
that at your local
a-
Big Lots.
like Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness deal was like, Don't Breathe 2, Old Man.
Yeah.
You know, but no, it's not. It's his own deal.
It's his own deal. I guess he found his niche. He's just like, I'm getting older. I just want to fuck up teenagers at my house.
I mean, it's a long time till the Avatar movie, so he needs to do something.
Dude, man, people love it.
He
They
did
eat it up.
3 movies between the Avatar movie, like
Yeah.
3 franchise movies in between one Avatar movie. Not 3, he did 3 separate movies.
Yeah, I
2
know.
movies.
He did 3.
It's fuck it. I don't care. It's a third of the movie in the series. I
Yeah.
don't care. That's how it is.
And then, Super Mario Brothers trailer.
Most notably, the Super Mario Brothers,
Most notably.
which I thought was going to like be terrible, and like I thought it was just going to be a garbage like navel gazy, breaking the fourth wall kind of thing. Which they might have those jokes, but they were like, no, we're just going to do the instruction manual. We're just going to make that into a movie.
Yeah, it literally is just, I was like, oh shit, okay. I hope this movie turns into a game. Oh
Yeah.
wait, I played the game.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, this is a really fun game. Yeah, it's like it looks like they'll be in different worlds, and like he'll hop around and.
I'm wondering if, because our producer brought this up, if they're gonna shit on this movie and make them change the voice, like they did Sonic's teeth. But I'm like saying that's completely two different
No.
things.
I saw like a funny meme. It's like someone was like, "Oh, we did it with Sonic. Let's do it with Mario." And like someone had like a big fat ass on Mario. Like, yeah, that's what he needs.
He needs some junk.
Yeah, he's an old dump truck. That's what he needs.
Yeah, I guess because the dude who does Mario's original voice is still alive. Like, it's me, I'm Mario.
Yeah.
But I honestly think an entire movie where he's not just going, oh, if he's
Yeah.
just like, hey, princess, I think we should go over here. I think I would murder someone.
Literally, no one is saying that, and that's my view too. Like, I don't want to hear him being, Italian, a guy like, oh, this is my emotional establishing character moment. Like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm fine with like maybe it was like an actor doing. If it wasn't Chris Pratt, I'd be okay. But I don't like. I see what you're saying. I know what you're saying. And
Yeah, I understand when they announced the movie and they're like, Chris Pratt's gonna be Mario. People were like, oh, he's Italian. This is not cool. And I'm like, okay, guys, relax. It's a video game.
Yeah.
And then, I went down the rabbit hole. I'm like, well, maybe he should be Italian. And then I thought, like, Sopranos, Pussy bumping Sarah. They're like, hey, yo, Luigi, I got my fucking agitators acting up. What's up with the fucking fireballs over here? And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. That's not going to work.
Yeah, somewhere in between. I don't know.
And then I thought of like, oh, they should just have the original voice. And then when I started to like mimic the original voice, I was like,
oh, yeah.
I did not like it. I didn't. I'm like, I think the studios are smart enough to have gone down that rabbit hole and been
Yeah.
like, nah, we're not having this situation come in here and voice over Mario.
Yeah, well, hey, I tell you what, we're gonna stick with Star-Lord and the Dinosaur Man.
Yeah.
How about that? Who's doing Luigi's voice? Do we know this?
Wasn't it Seth Rogen? Nah, I don't know.
No, is it Josh Gad? It's probably Josh Gad.
Josh Gad, the Frozen. I know that Fred Armisen's a character. I think he plays who's Fred Armisen play? Like Yoshi?
There we go. Ooh.
No,
So I think it'd be funny if Luigi was just crazy Italian voice,
Dude,
like Mario.
Mario's like, "Hey, Luigi, what's going on? I don't know. No, what's all going on?" So, like, if I imitate an Italian voice, is that racist?
it's
Is that offensive?
Well, I don't think Italians are a race of people. Oh, is that racist?
Oof. Oh, Charlie Day. Charlie Day is Luigi.
I thought he was Toad. Who's Toad?
Jack Black is Bowser.
And now I
Okay.
thought he was good.
Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong.
What's Donkey Kong doing in this?
Well, that's good because if they made it a black guy, I would have been super offended.
yeah, no.
Yeah, if Terry Crews was Donkey Kong, I'd be like, this dude keeps fucking up. You should have said no to that.
They're gonna make him Funky Kong.
Yeah. Damn.
I will tell you that Charles Martinet is Michael Keaton.
Okay, that's all right.
Fucking Keegan Michael Key.
It's Toad.
Toad. All right.
Fred Armisen is Cranky Kong. Oh, wow. So they do have the Kongs in here.
They got the Kongs
They
in
got
there.
the Kongs all up
No,
in
no
here.
Diddy Kong. He got
Diddy-
canceled.
Yeah.
He got canceled. You saw how he was clapping in Donkey Kong Racer, fucking all quick and shit.
He's doing that Proud Boy salute.
He makes different cocktails than Bill Cosby. That motherfucker needs to take a seat. Oh man. But moving on, man.
Mhm.
I swear to God, like this whole week has been nuts, and I'm enjoying my upcoming work from home situation.
Mhm.
One thing I started to dive into, looking at my house, is I got a lot of shit.
Mm.
I want you to come down this rabbit hole with me about all the shit I have in my house. Because I texted you earlier. I know it was a random text. I'm like, let me know everything you have in your junk drawer. We're going to get into this in the next segment because I want to find out what you have in your junk drawer and what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick break. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with more Poppin' on Preach. All right. Are you ready, Bennett?
Oh, yes, I am.
All right. So first things first. I'm going to give you, I guess, the top 5 useless items I found in my junk drawer.
Mhm.
Then I want to hear what's in your junk drawer.
All right.
All right?
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to go from 5 to 1. Number 5. There's a pack of Big Red, I think, that has moved with me to 3 different houses. But, you know, I don't like the taste, but I'm like, if I ever need some emergency gum, I know where it's at.
Perfect.
But I hate hot cinnamon. I think it's a terrible flavor,
Mhm.
but it's there.
You know that like the foil's all stuck to that gum too. It's gonna be inedible.
It's probably a brick by now.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 4 is an old, I don't even know how to describe it, but Ozo had this toy shark lollipop.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it's a lollipop.
It's like one of those like it spins it like one
So-
of those jokers.
It doesn't spin. It's like it has like almost like a push pop end that it's shaped like a push pop at the end.
Mm-hmm.
On the other end is a little button that would extend a shark that clamps. It's
Oh,
almost
that's
like
fun.
you know how you have those fake punching gums that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
extend. This one has that, but it has a shark at the end of it that clamps. He liked it. I got mad at him one day because he was being very violent with it, so I put it in the drawer. So it was on timeout. Forgot about it. Have seen it multiple times since then, and be like, oh, maybe I'll just pop this out when he needs to play. He's got plenty of toys. I don't know why I'm keeping this old toy discard, whatever. Number 3, a little bowl of used batteries.
Mm-hmm.
These are batteries I can no longer use. When I was young, I would take old batteries to Office Depot or Staples. Be like,
Yeah.
yo, got some batteries for you. They don't really do that anymore.
Yeah.
They don't really do that anymore. Number 2 are empty small cases of things that I think I can put small things in as like tchotchkes. So I've got like, you know, this old jar of sand. I've got like a stamp holder that's just in there.
No stamps.
No stamps. The stamps are on a magnet on the fridge.
I have a great holder for him.
I have a great holder for it if I need it. And then number 1, most useless thing, which comes in a 2-part that I have in there, is a little cage of paper clips. And you know what's useless? Because I have up in my office 2 square magnetic, paper
Mm-hmm.
paperclip holders that you see at the offices back in the 90s. I've got 2 of those upstairs, full to the rim of paper clips. I have one of all silver jumbo paper clips and one of like regular size and multicolored
little guy.
jumbos.
Yeah.
Like fun ones. And then for some reason, when something has a paper clip, I just take it off, go to my junk drawer, and be like, oh, I can use you later. But I'm not ever using it.
Never gonna
It's
happen.
just collecting.
Mhm.
It's just collecting. So that's what's in my junk drawer. So those are the top 5 items in there.
Got a little picture of my junk drawer.
Ooh.
And looking at it now, it's not as bad as I thought. I'm guessing because Natalie probably went at it not too long ago and did a little clean. But in my junk drawer, we have 1, 2, 3 types of gum and Altoids.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are you guys
This is since Nat stopped smoking a few years back, like we have gum all the time.
Oh shit.
We have a flashlight, which is practical, Sharpies, scissors. It's honestly like I'm kind of impressive. And this is not my work.
How
This
many
is
how many scissors are in there?
1, but we
Oh.
have 2 tape measures.
Okay.
one for one for guests and one for not one just get an informal tape measure.
Yeah.
Batteries that we're never gonna use, like a bunch of 9 volts. No, nothing use 9 volts. Like our smoke detectors use 9 volts. We're
Yeah,
not,
maybe like you'll come up to like a child's toy that uses 9 volts.
See, and then it looks like some sort of unidentifiable rubber end cap.
Just
to who knows what. And I'm sure there's a basket in there that has the scissors and the tape measure and the Sharpies. I'm guessing once you reach into that basket, that's where the good stuff lies.
I see a loose Nerf in there.
That's a good indicator, probably.
Yeah, see that yellow thing?
Oh no, that's not a Nerf. It's a dry eraser board.
Oh, that's a dry eraser board.
It's a dry erase pin with the eraser on top on the cap.
Oh shit!
Mhm.
So why is the dry erase board in your?
Oh no, it's not the board. It's the marker for the board.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
and it's yellow.
It's a yellow marker in case
Oh.
you want to get fancy with your dry eraser.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, besides like the couple of odd things, pretty good junk drawer. The rest of the house full of crap.
Well, here is a, I guess an unrefer. I can't give the. I don't know where this quote came from. People gather stuff to feel protected and safe, but it's not real. We get busy gathering stuff to finding places to put stuff to fill some invisible hole. We keep stuff to make us feel safe. We don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
And America's got a clutter problem. There is a laundry list of reasons. I really want to. I want to go over you with some of the interesting facts that I found out and find out like how you were raised,
Mm-hmm.
how you're gonna raise your kid. Because would you say right now, could you fill up like if somebody's like, hey, you gotta tone down? Could you fill up a 3-yard or 5-yard dumpster with stuff to throw out, or do you think everything in your house is needed?
No, it's not. But this is it because I feel like and this is like an addict talking. I feel like we do a pretty decent job of going through and like purging things every once in a while, like getting through clothes, getting through kids' toys, getting through my toys, like action figures and comics and stuff like that. Like outside, I feel like we do that, but there's some stuff that I absolutely like. All of it can go, and like to get serious, to get a little
just so
heavy
that
on
you guys know at home, like Bennett's sweating right now
Yeah.
talking about this.
I'm sorry. I'm rubbing my scar, and that's one of my tells. Like
Oh.
if you're ever playing poker against me and I'm doing this, fucking go all in. Anyway, all right. So in Katrina, I lost everything. I had all my stuff was gone. So from there, I got all the stuff back. So like literally, I know for a fact how little you can go by in this life having. I know how little things you can go by living. How much clothes you need. You don't need all these things. Like all you need is a basic handful of things. Like you put in a backpack. Honestly, and go through your life and be happy.
Yeah.
That being said, with this knowledge, I have so many fucking comics, so many records. I've got fucking albums of DVDs and Blu-rays that I'm never gonna get watched. Like, books that are never gonna get read. Like they're like I got it all back. Like I know the knowledge of how little you can use to get by. Like how little tiny house of a life you need. And I just fucking went the other direction still. So, hypocritical.
Hypocritical. All right. Well, I got a fun fact for you, because you mentioned about all the toys that you got rid of. So America has 3.9% of the world's children and 40% of the world's toys.
That makes sense. It's like,
I mean, 30% of it's
I remember
in
seeing
my
like
house
a
right
photo.
now.
Yeah, literally, that was gonna be my joke. And it's tough because like my dude's sharp. Like he's like, "Where's my ambulance? Like, where's the 3-wheeled ambulance? Like, it had 3 wheels. It had to go. Like, I'm sorry, man." Like he knows when things are missing, but we still try to like pare it back because he's got literally he's got so many he could cover an entire car with all his goddamn cars.
I have an attic with a ball pit in it still right now. Like I'm not sure if you were coming around those days, but I used to have a full ball pit like that.
In your attic?
No, that was in my living room. It was a 4.5 foot by 6.5 foot ball pit, and I think those sides were about 30 inches, 32 inches. And, I would put Ozo's little nugget. We got a nugget for him. And he'd just launch off that thing into like every time we came home, he would just jump into the ball pit, swirl around a little bit. It was like he cleaned himself in the ball pit, got out and went around his day. And, we were like, Shannon would always say, we got to get rid of this ball pit. We got to put the ball pit away. Like, I want a living room. Like, this isn't chill. Like, he doesn't use it. Like, he uses it every day. But you're right. If we get rid of it.
Eventually he'll.
Yeah. Dude, the day I pulled that, he walked in the house. Oh, man, where's the ball pit? I'm like, oh, we're going to bring it back out. And every day for like a week when he came in the house, he'd be like, oh, man, where's the ball pit? And then one day he didn't say that. And now it's just upstairs.
Yeah.
And now I like don't want to bring it back because I don't want him to be like, what ball pit?
Yeah, then it's another 6 months of ball pit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can set it up outside for, like, a birthday party I'll do, but that's the hoarder talking in my head, which we'll go into later. But, yeah, I heard that here's another one. The average American household has 300,000 items in it. I think that is a severe undercount of what is in my house currently. I think there's 300 items within 10 feet of me right now.
Yeah, it's like, are we talking about individual Legos or like a box of Legos? Because if that's the case, like, whew, I'm going to throw your number system off there, pal.
I was thinking like 1.2 million items was a little more accurate on the low end, like the severe low end.
It is wild. Like, it's wild. And it's true. Like, it's like watching. Nat and I were joking, like, during one move, like, we just watched Hoarders, and, like, it made us be like, okay, get all the shit out of here. Like, we don't need this shit. But every hoarder says the same thing. It's like, what about, I could use this piece of paper on something else. And it's like, we all do the same thing. It's like, I could use this suit. I'm not going to wear a suit unless someone dies. Like,
yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like, not just an example, like, of stuff that, like, we just have that.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're probably, I would say we have the largest amount of storage units on the planet in our country. And I actually have some math on this. There's 9.4 of the US households rent a storage unit.
9.4%, yeah.
Yeah, 9.4% of US households rent a storage unit. And out of that 9.4%, 67% of those live in a single family home. That's insane.
Yeah.
That means that they have a basement. That means that they might have attic space. That means they have a garage. I heard this crazy statistic that 75% of people that own a 2-car garage say they have no room to park a car in there.
Yeah. I mean, we could get one in.
Yeah.
We're currently podcasting in yours,
Yeah,
so you can get shit in this one. But
there's no way a car can fit in here.
No, the other thing is cars got bigger too.
Yeah, man. I'm looking around in here. I'm like, I can get one car in here.
The thing is,
Yeah,
it's
detached garages. By the way, detached garages in the backyard, I think, is the stupidest invention on the planet, unless you need a podcasting studio. No, it's nuts. Like, we have so much shit. And I think about, like, what you were saying. Like, I'll pull something out and I'm like, I don't need this, but I might need it at some point.
Yeah. There's so much stuff in our house that are like, for me, it's like books are terror. It's like I like this book, or I'm never going to read this book, or even if I read this book once, maybe I want to read it again. You could either get it online, like you could go to a fucking library and get it. Like there's apps for your phone to get books. Like there's so many things where you don't need to have physical things carrying around, but there's something in our brains that like we need. Like Blaine was showing me this fucking fantastic George Carlin bit about like a place for your stuff and like how it's just such a comfort to have all your stuff wherever you go and like to bring your stuff with you when you go somewhere else. What kind of your stuff are you going to bring with you? Like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's a human thing.
Yeah, it's
just like an ingrained and I don't know, an American thing, but it's just in us.
You want to have everything that you like you could possibly need, and this idea that you need things is something that's been drilled into us.
Mhm.
Now, like I know that I suffer from this because I know that, you know, when we had our brownout the other week, we went to the beach, and when we went to the beach, you know, I bought my little solar panel charger, I brought some sandals, I brought some speakers, I brought my reusable aluminum solo cups, brought a little bit of some claws, some cocktails just to sit on the beach. I brought some headphones just in case somebody's like, hey, turn that music off. We can plug in, say fuck it. Brought a little blanket just in case it got cold. I brought another blanket. I brought a towel in case we wanted to go in the water, even though I am never going in the water at Santa Monica Pier. Not going to happen. Never, ever going to happen. I brought little paddles just in case we wanted to play. And Shannon ain't going to be running around the beach like at 6 o'clock at night. No. So that was like, oh, what do I need? And it was like this opportunity to grab all my beach stuff. And I hate the beach. I fucking hate the beach. I have a whole bag in my closet that's like beach stuff because my little boy loves the beach. So I take him to the beach. He's like, yes. And I'm like, I hate you. I hate the beach. I hate the fucking beach. But he loves it. So I get it. I got the stuff. You know, we always get like all this stuff is always getting shoved in my face. I had literally followed an Instagram page about like some of the coolest shit I've ever seen. Like this guy's got like a non-stick, like this non-stick pan that has a clip handle. And it comes in 3 different sizes. You have your saucepan, your pot, your skillet, and a small skillet. It's all stackable, and it only comes with one handle, and it clips on every single one. So once you like throw your steak up there and see each side, you can just clip it, throw it in the oven, unclip it, let that steak cook. And I'm like, oh damn, that is dope.
That sounds like I'm going to burn myself personally,
Yeah.
but
yeah, you're gonna be like, yay,
yeah.
But I'm like, that is sick. It's sitting in my wish list right now on Amazon because I do have a process. Like I put stuff that I want on my wish list, and I'm like, if you know, one day I come home and I'm like, you know what, I want this motherfucker. I get it. But usually, like I got like 200 items in my wish list that just sit there. Half of them aren't even being sold on Amazon anymore.
It's definitely like the instant gratification of everything now is not good. You know, I don't know the scientific way to put not good, that you can get whatever the fuck you want delivered same day. In some cases,
that is not good at all. Like and you know what's crazy? So I got some custom suits made, and they take a while. I just got my shirts today. It's been like 2 months. But like just opening that, like getting it, I'm like, yeah. This package showing up. I'm like, I know what this is. Fuck yeah. And I haven't worn a suit in 2 months. I don't need that suit until like, you know, wedding season in the next couple weeks. So if I just clicked it and got it, it'd just be sitting in my closet. But the fact that I knew it was coming, I had something to look forward to. And now my life is an empty shell. I have nothing to look forward to.
There's, you know, I love to paraphrase a webcomic, but it's like a dude surfing the internet, and it's like new stuff, and then it comes in the mail, and the package comes in, and it says new stuff, and he's holding it, and then the new goes away. It just says stuff, and his face drops, and just like,
I like that.
Yeah, it's like that's the process. It's. I'm sure it's a chemical, you know, some chemical in our brain. Actually, what chemical is it?
Well, no, well, thanks for bringing that up because that's actually. The chemical in our brain that says that we need stuff, that like a little serotonin drip of like, yeah, I got the new Dyson, and like, oh yeah, I got this new spatula. Oh, I have a grilled cheese skillet. You know, like I have 2 skillets for one, like really, really small ones. One is just for making an over easy egg,
Mhm.
which I can make on any fucking skillet with a top.
Mhm.
And one is just for a grilled cheese because it can slide out and it has an easy flip. And I was like, no way this easy flip works. So I did the whole flip the grilled cheese and I was like, holy shit, that worked. And now I've made like 11 grilled cheeses in the last 3 days since I've had it. I'm never going to eat a grilled cheese ever again.
Yeah.
So that thing's going to Goodwill. Waste of money.
It like
But it was $6.
it's like I noticing this behavior in myself. Like I tried to like do a couple things to like curb it, like I'm real bad about like records, obviously, and t-shirts, another thing I was real bad about. So like at this point, like if there's a t-shirt, I absolutely have to have some stupid funny dyed t-shirt.
You wear funny t-shirts.
I'd love me a funny weird t-shirt. I've got to get rid of one. Like if I'm getting
Oh,
one,
if you get one, you get rid of one?
One's got to go. Yeah.
Oh shit! I did that with my shoes. It's a slippery slope,
It's
a
it
slippery
is. You got to
slope.
pick and choose.
dude. I got some shoes that I threw away, and I'm like, yeah, that I fucking regret. I don't know why I got rid of those. I'm like, I do not know why I had these.
Yeah, shoes are definitely a bigger investment than like a $30 with shipping T-shirt. You know?
Yeah. The amount of money people spend on shoes, it's crazy. Because in theory, you need, like, I wouldn't even say you need, like, you could survive with 2 pairs of shoes. I would say comfortably you can have 6 pairs of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can have your 2 work shoes. You can have your 2 everyday shoes, the ones you go to the mall with, the one that you go in the backyard with. And then you have like your athletic training shoes, if that's what you do, and then your sandals.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you need. When one fucking breaks down, you replace it. You only need 6 pairs of shoes. And maybe if you're a fancy dude like me, a 7th pair for fancy events.
Yeah.
But like even that, like fancy events come in waves. Like I would say between 20 and 30, you need 2 fancy pairs. You're going to go to a lot of weddings.
That's the thing is you don't need all those things.
Yeah, look
You
at
need-
me.
you
Look at
need-
me.
you need-
Look at me.
You need 1 pair of sneakers and 1 black pair of sneakers that aren't as dirty.
Yeah.
So, all right. So think like so we were looking at lists of like, what are some things that we could get rid of just to kind of like, to get us talking, to get us thinking about like,
Oh,
what.
shit. Let's start with the closet.
All right. In
Let's-
your closet. So
all right.
like, my t-shirt for t-shirt, I think it's a good idea because Nat and I do this all the time. We try to purge
Mm-hmm.
like clothing and stuff that doesn't fit, because like I think everyone that, like myself that has like issues with weight or has been struggling with their weight, it's like, I'm going to fit in that t-shirt eventually.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, clearly. I'm not gonna point any fingers
That
here. or
extra
anything.
X has just been creeping on all my shirts. I don't know when it happened, but it just started happening.
But those single leg shirts, maybe they'll come back one day. But the thing is, don't. You'll just buy more shirts. Like
Yeah.
you'll get like, so you have to like the things that don't fit, let them go.
Let 'em
it's
go.
just clothing. It's okay to let clothing go.
Yep. If you have something in your closet that you haven't worn for 6 months to a year, get rid of it. Now, that might change if you live in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a jacket I don't wear that I'm going to break out because I saw what today was like. It was not warm. It was a little gloomy. And I was walking around like it wasn't. But yeah, if you have stuff like that, get rid of them.
This is another one of my rules. I didn't know it was like a good rule. Apparently, I've got a good brain for throwing things away. If you got a hole in it, throw it away.
Yeah, I literally sat at like I had one of those, I guess, novelty boxers. It
Mhm.
was like funny. You
It
know,
has like an elephant nose and the ears on the side.
Yeah, funny shit. Yeah, it was SpongeBob, and his nose was like a little pee hole.
Yeah,
And I was like, ha.
Look, I'm Squidward. Yeah.
A little SpongeBob thing, and it had a fucking hole in the back, like right where the Elastaband was. And like I washed it, that hole got a little bigger, and I was like, oh, I have a sewing kit for this. And I was like, wait, I've worn these things once in the last 5 years.
For a like
There was
for a
no
joke,
reason
yeah.
for it to end up in the washing machine. And I was like, all right, I'm tossing this. And I just threw it out. I threw it out, and that's what brought me to this subject. I was like, wait a minute. I got so much
Yeah,
bullshit.
you can get rid of stuff. It's okay.
All right. What about stuff that you have that are stained that like I always have I have like this whole pile of stained shirts that I wear like when I'm going to go gardening or if I'm going to paint.
I do have a downgrade system. All right.
Oh.
Now that hey, let's lay my system out here.
I want to hear the system.
So if it's 1 for 1, and
Okay.
if the shirt is a soft shirt, it's gonna be downgraded to a sleep shirt.
Ooh, you got sleep shirts?
I've got some soft t-shirts that are sleep shirts. They have to be soft. They have to be lightweight. Otherwise, you're getting Goodwill or you're getting out of here.
I don't sleep in shirts.
Well, yeah, I'm a sweaty guy. I need a layer.
That's why I don't sleep in shirts, because I get that titty sweat. I got the titty sweat, and like I gotta let these puppies breathe.
Nah, I need a layer to protect me from anyone around me.
Any attackers? I got you.
No, not attackers. In case Natalie just didn't nestle up against a slug at some point in the day. Yeah.
Milo comes in and gives you a midnight titty twister.
Yeah,
Daddy,
Jesus.
that shirt will protect you. He's like,
So,
I
yeah.
missed.
If it's if it's got holes, if it's got stains. But sometimes, I'll wear a stained shirt just around the house. 'Cause ain't nobody gonna see my stains except who I'm married to.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
I do have stained shirts that I'm like, this is my house shirt. Because I know I'm cooking. I know I'm dealing with the bozo.
Yeah,
He's
garden
so
shirt.
sticky. Kids are so
Ugh.
sticky.
So sticky.
It's so crazy. Like, I learned this late. And I've seen comedy bits about it. I've seen sitcoms reference this about kids. But, like, I'll have, like, my new white shirt that I have. Like, I got, like, a white tee from H&M. I liked it. It fits great. It's a long tee. It looks great. I woke up in the morning. I popped it on. I made breakfast. And I thought to myself, I'm like, whoa, why am I cooking in a white T-shirt that I like to wear out of the house? This is dumb. And then, like, I give Ozo his breakfast. And he's like, Daddy, come here. And he jumps on me. And there's, like, a little syrup handprint on my shoulder. And I'm like, what the I can't get mad.
No.
Why the hell am I wearing a white T-shirt on a Saturday morning handing a kid maple syrup?
No, it's just disaster.
Disaster.
Like the amount of times I've had to change for handprints on like the arm I hold my kids on, like countless times.
It's so funny to see the shirts that I have where the stains are on like the back, because that's like how I carry my son. He
Yeah.
puts his arm around it and he's just holding right at the top, like on the bottom of my neck. And I have so many fucking like little stains. Like I'm like, what the hell is this blue smudge? I'm like, it's Ozo.
Yeah.
I'm not putting a pen back there. It didn't leak in the back of my
wasn't
neck.
me.
All right. Do you have any old shoe boxes?
No.
All right, good. I don't either. I don't know people who keep shoe boxes just like for shits and
I
giggles.
used to have the temptation. It's like one of those. It's like, what if I need a shoe box? It's like you don't. No one needs like.
I would always come like I remember when I was young. I get the new sneaks.
Mhm.
I wear them out of the store. I put my old ones in the shoe box and I get home.
That's a good move.
Yeah, and then I just like for like a month I would just have this shoe box that I would place those new shoes on top of. So I knew like, if it didn't have a shoe box, that meant like, I can wear you to the park. I don't give a fuck. If it's sitting on top of a shoe box, my mom knew like, don't fuck with those shoes. Like if you're vacuuming, you better take those out, put them on the bed, and then get in there. I mean, it happened once because like, I was the one vacuuming in my house. My mom was not having it. It's like,
That was one of your chores.
yeah, it was
early
one
on.
of the chores. But that's good. Do you have any broken jewelry?
No, I'm not a big jewelry guy.
You're not a big jewelry guy?
No.
I have a bucket of beads that I'm like, oh, I'll string these together. My kid like will grab one of my necklaces and it's like, oh, beads everywhere. And I just put them in a little cup. And I'm like, I'll fix this. That should go straight in the trash.
I do. Now that you mentioned, every watch that I have in my little top drawer is broken.
So is mine.
It's like every single one. It's not in my iWatch is fucking broken.
I have a whole little jewelry box thing, like like your watches come in these big prestigious box. I took out the cushion. I've just been shoving broken watches in there. I'm like, I'll take it to a
One
watch guy
day.
at some point.
One day.
I'm never gonna do that.
No, I'm literally. I occasionally just wear it as a fucking as a piece of jewelry, like not as even as a watch. Just like, look, I have something on my wrist.
I used to wear. I had these. I went to like a wood watch stage, and I have a couple broken ones, and so I just wear them like on fancy days, and I turn them around, and people were like, "Oh, this guy has a new way of wearing watches." He's so. I'm like, I just don't want anybody to know that says fucking 3:30.
Yeah,
at 6
don't
o'clock
ask
at
me
night.
what time it is. Yeah, I gotta pop up my phone.
All right. So let's move on to the bathroom. So I'm going to go off with the 5 most common things people have in their bathrooms. I want to see if you have any of them. So all I need is a yep or a nah. I'm going to go through the whole list. I just need a yep or a nah. Are you ready?
Yep.
This is things that you have in your bathroom. These are all things that need to go in the trash. Bennett's going to give me a yep or a.
No.
Here we go. Expired medication.
Yep.
Expired toiletries.
No.
All right. Lipstick colors that you will never use.
That's all right. This is a bit of a yah with a asterisk.
Yeah.
there's certain things as a couple. Like, she doesn't fuck with me around my comics. Her nail polish and lipstick collection, she can do whatever she wants. Her makeup, however she wants to make it big, how much makeup she wants, I will not. That is
You don't fuck with it.
That's a real because then it could invite the like, well, now, Mr. 200 pounds of comic books in the garage.
Yeah. When's the last time you read The Human Torch go solo?
Yeah, as opposed to my little lipsticks. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
the lipsticks are fine.
All right.
What you want to have.
All right, here we go. How about half empty shampoo that you've never used?
Oh yeah, I got shit that's for guests. I literally never fucking use my shower.
I have like mane and tail, the like horse shampoo. Mane and tail that I was like, oh, if I want to do a deep clean, I can use this.
In case a fucking centaur spends the
Yeah,
night.
just in case. Just in case the secretariat's coming over, I'll be like, hey, you know what? I got some mane and tail.
Oh, I got mane and tail.
All right. Do you have any old towels that sit in the drawer that you'll never use with bleach stains or that are ripped?
Y'all.
Yeah,
But,
no,
y'all, but it's part of the system. Old
a
towels become cleaning towels.
Well, yeah, I have a rag drawer
Mhm.
and then I have a towel drawer. So upstairs in the bathroom, we got our towel drawer. And I pulled out a towel the other day. I was like, ugh. And I knew it just came out of the dryer. So I know it's clean.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not. I'm like,
No, and some of those rags are like, serious, like they're fucking rags. They need to be gone. Like
Okay.
just barely holding on.
All right. So, okay, my turn. You can either do entryway or living room, whichever one you want to throw at me, because I know I'm not giving you a lot of nos. Just
let's
spoiler
let's
alert.
do the living room.
Okay.
First off, remotes that don't serve a purpose.
Yeah.
What about old CD/DVDs?
Nah. Well, so here's a yeah/nah. So I do have some go-to DVDs in case the internet goes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like Planet Earth, Life, and then all the Indiana Joneses and all the Lord of the Rings.
Just in case.
Just in case, because I know like the director's cut of Lord of the Rings, those are 3-hour movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I know if I'm having a day, no internet, I can cut out 9 hours of just shit
Pop
in the
that on.
background.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, I do have some old DVDs, but not to throw my sister under the bus, but my sister's got like them old school, like she's got like a 900 sleeve thing of DVDs, like Big Lots DVDs, like,
I got a couple of them jokers too, because I used to have so many DVDs like for and then a few moves ago I was like I cannot this so I threw away all the boxes and put them down so they're it looks like I'm a cool kid, like it looks like I'm a DJ in 1998. But
got these CDJs, bro. Oh wait, hold on, let me pull out. Oh yeah, this is Beanie Miller's mixtape, 98. Yeah, the old breathe and rub on the
Yeah.
back of the CDs.
I did the ceiling too.
The ceiling, ooh,
You know,
interesting.
soft ceiling, get all that fuzz off.
You just have this one area that's clean, that's just been buffed out
Yeah.
over a few years.
Exactly.
Side note, I was in Colorado in May, and we got a 2020 Dodge. It was I forgot, it was like the Dodge Caravan, because we need to get these vans, and then we upgraded to the Dodge SUV. I don't remember what it was called, but it had a CD player in it, and I was like, wait a minute, this is a 2020. I didn't believe it. I was like, I gotta look up the VIN number here, and like I went as far as to look up the VIN number. 'Cause I think it's very easy for Enterprise to throw a fucking manual for 2020 and stick it in the glove
You were that
compartment.
skeptical?
I was that skeptical, but lo and behold, it was a 2020,
Mhm.
and it had a CD player in it.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you even get a CD?
From like a dark corner of Best Buy, I
Yeah.
think. They keep them like,
The
like
last
under a
bookstore in LA.
flickering light. Yeah.
Vinyls came back. CDs are not. So yeah, that one's a yeah, nah.
What about extra cords behind the TV?
Nah. Every cord serves a purpose.
Good for you. I definitely have a couple that are just in case cords.
Well, I do have. Never mind. Hold on. I'm gonna give that one a yeah, because I do have like a couple baggies of HDMI cords back there that came with the TV.
Mhm.
But like I know those ones crap out, so I should just take them and throw them in the trash. But
You need 8 backups.
I need 8 backups.
Yeah, I have that many too, for sure. What about coffee table clutter? As
Ooh.
kids, it's tough. Like, because we usually can't keep children high yet, so I don't have a lot of clutter at that level.
See, I don't have a coffee table because of kids. They bump
Mhm.
into shit. I got an ottoman.
Yeah,
But
same here.
I got an ottoman with very soft corners.
Mhm.
But I do have a little, I don't even know what it's called. Those little, it's like a placeholder. It's like a flat plate decor in a weird shape where, extra keys, pennies, broken paper clips, stuff I pull out of my pocket throughout the
Mhm.
day, pens without caps.
Yeah,
go.
the drawerless junk drawer.
It's a drawerless drunk drawer. And I literally, like once a month, I'll literally take out 2 items that I'm like, oh, here it is. And I dump the rest in the trash. And I put the plate right
Yeah.
back to be like, hey, please fill me up.
Yeah, refresher.
I have thrown out so much loose change. It's nuts.
What about worn out or gross pillows?
I hope Shannon's not listening to this podcast because there's a couple pillows. She's like, we need to get rid of this. I'm like, what are we going to do? Buy another pillow? What I look like Zuckerberg? You want me to buy another pillow? This is a perfectly good pillow.
They just make pillows?
Let me go outside and water my pillow tree. I got to harvest some more pillows. Sorry, Princess Shannon over here thinks pillows just grow on trees. But yes, that's a yaw.
Yeah, that's a big old yaw.
That's a big old yaw. We're going to have to come back to it.
Yeah, there's a couple in our house that every time you like wash the pillow cover, it's like, Jesus Christ, why do we still have this thing?
I like, when I take off a pillowcase and I look at that pillow, I'm like, yuck.
Yeah, it's like for guests we don't like.
Yeah, but then I put a pillowcase and I'm like, ooh, downy fresh. Oh my God.
Back to new.
Back to new. All right, we're going to do a couple more.
Mhm.
I want to hit you with this one because I know you're a cook.
Uh-huh.
So I want to go with your kitchen.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is all educational information about what you can get. So if any of these apply to you, let me see how you're doing.
Yeah, get
All
rid
right.
of your shit.
So in the kitchen, we're all victims of this. Food past its due date. It's a use by date.
Yeah. Although we recently, I was cooking the other day and had hit 2 in a row of expired things in the fridge. I was like, motherfuck! So I did a purge and did it. So a lot. There's no more olives in there, no more pickles that have been sitting there for a year and a half. That just 2019 is pre-pandemic pickles. Get this shit out of here.
Yeah, I know when I moved, there was some stuff in the fridge. I'm like, why am I bringing the mustard? I don't even like mustard. Why am I bringing the mustard?
That's definitely
I got some A1 sauce that's like 2014 A1 sauce.
some vintage, like a couple labels ago.
Yeah. I'm like, you can go in my fridge right now, and you'll look at a Hanes bottle, ketchup bottle, and be like, where'd you get that Hanes bottle? I don't think that's their logo anymore.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's from the 1830s.
All right. How about takeaway menus?
No, not now.
Good.
Ooh, we in New Orleans, but before we went to LA, we had a fucking binder that was a nasty binder
Yeah.
to take out menus.
I'm like, I can find a menu for any place, anywhere.
It's
What the fuck?
a little more findable now.
All right. How about any type of plasticware?
I think
Plastic spoons, plastic knives.
yes. Yar.
Yar.
Yeah, we got some.
Yar.
We got some hiding in a closet somewhere for guests.
So what about old soy sauce, sweet and sour packets?
No, that's a pet peeve of mine. In previous houses with previous roommates, I always find that those motherfuckers are gonna break at some point, and I gotta clean it up. So you get them all out of there and you eliminate it.
Okay.
Just get some soy sauce in your fridge.
So this one's gonna be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Any cooking gadgets that you have not used in the last year?
Oh, that's the junk drawer we should have got the picture of.
Yeah.
I've got 2 kitchen junk drawers that are literally the gadget, fucking fun tchotchke bottle openery, one use bullshit drawer. It's so much stuff that I don't. And the thing is, I've gone through a purge. I've gotten rid of it, and just it grows. How many potato mashers do I need? 2.
Yeah. I got a waffle cone maker.
Oh, that's a good useless one.
I got a waffle cone maker. My sister got me an ice cream maker. I've used it 3 times, and every single time I've just had a Tupperware of ice cream. That's delicious. That just sits there.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, ooh, let me see what I can make. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make a strawberry vanilla swirl. Nobody likes that. I made a pistachio ice cream. Gelato makes a better one.
Yeah. It
And
turns
then-
out you make better. Everyone makes better ice cream than
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I just like it's good, but then you try, that Haagen-Dazs vanilla, then you're like, okay, Obi, take a back seat. Like I'm putting raw vanilla in there, and it's mixing. It's got the freezer bowl. It takes like 2 days to make.
Yeah, I don't have that. Yeah,
So yeah, I got to get rid of that ice cream. It was a great present, but ice cream maker, waffle cone maker. I do have a popcorn maker. I'm never getting rid of.
Is it one like from your childhood, like that kind of model, or like the yellowed plastic?
It's not yellowed. There is a severe crack on it, but it still works.
Yeah. Oh, hey, if it still works, can't get rid of that.
Yeah, it's like that plexi where it's got like those stress cracks where you're looking at it at a certain angle. It looks like glass, but like stress stained glass. But yeah, okay. All right, so you're gonna do. We're gonna do the last one with you, okay?
With me, I thought we were still doing kitchen.
Oh yeah. I got one more. Any old. Ooh. Do you have any tops to pans that don't match?
Yeah. Yes.
Yar.
With an asterisk because it fits other pans.
Okay, like
the one-
comfortably.
Yeah, the one that so fucking. It's like literally like I like the show about clutter. I know that like it's a chipped. It's got a wood top. It's fucking chipped. It's just big. It's a wok I haven't owned in 5 years.
Oh man.
But the lid, it could just pop on any big pan for the most part, and it's universal.
I have 2 different steamers and a bamboo steamer. Like I was just in Chinatown. I'm like, ooh, a bamboo steamer.
Yeah.
I used it when I got home. I got a bunch of dumplings, and like I was just steaming shumai and dumplings. I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then I didn't buy any more dumplings or shumai, so that bamboo steamer has just been on the
sitting there.
shelf.
Yeah.
On the shelf. And those things are hard to clean.
I couldn't know. That'd be a one and done for me. Yeah, once a fucking dumpling bursts in the bamboo grates, I'd be like, all right, later, bamboo.
All right. And then the last one. Here's the last one. Do you have cleaning supplies that are either half full, a quarter full, or could have been consolidated?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the cleaning supply shelf is a cavern. It's not a shelf. It's like I think it goes down 7 feet.
Oh yeah, I got a 6-story parking garage of cleaning supplies myself. I feel you.
And it's just
I feel
all
you, bro.
Comet. Like it's all open things at Comet. I don't know how many I have. That's all it is.
I got some cleaning supplies they don't make anymore.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
I got some like strawberry scented Fabuloso that you can't find
Yeah,
anywhere.
like, this one has cocaine in it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll do the last one. I'll do the last one of
In the bedroom.
you can do bedroom. Yeah, you can do bedroom.
All right, let's do it.
Jesus Christ. I'm looking at the bedroom one now, and I'm not gonna do well, folks. Spoiler.
All right, first one, bedding that doesn't fit the bed.
I have a king size bed, and in that room I have 2 queen size yar.
Yar. What's a yar?
That's a huge yar. That's a huge yar.
Bedding that's old or stained.
Nar.
Dead plants.
So I have a yar with an asterisk. So Shannon and I have this bonsai we've been trying to nurse back to health.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sent me this article about the art of the brown bonsai, like bonsais that lose their color but are still alive. But and like
The art of lying to yourself.
yeah, it's the art of searching the internet until someone agrees with you. So I officially removed the asterisk from that yar. I just had to explain myself.
No, same here. Like we have a tree that like some weeks it's great, and other weeks it's like I don't know, man. That tree is.
Oh, I got an herb garden that's not doing well. Luckily, it's not in the house, which is probably the reason it's not doing well. All right. Moving on. Go ahead.
Moving on. Well, I already know you got old. We both got them old pillows.
Yep, I got the old pillows.
This is.
I don't like that. I don't like the giggle.
Well, the last question is not. It's like reading glasses with the wrong prescription.
Yeah.
And like I have Yar for me. I got a top drawer full of like I got 3 prescription oil glasses in case my 2 backups fail.
So this is embarrassing. This is a yar for me
Mm-hmm.
because I have 3 different pairs of blue blockers. And I have 20/20 vision. I don't need glasses.
Mhm.
I do not have any prescription glasses. But if you go into my drawer in my office, I got 3 different pairs of blue blockers. I have my black frame ones when I'm just talking to the homies online. I got the clear frame ones when I'm on work Zoom. So, you know, I'm like, oh, Obi wears glasses, or is he protecting his eyes? I don't know. He looks so smart. And then my brother got me these old retro glasses that are fresh as fuck. And he's like, yeah, they're just blue blockers. You can wear them during Zoom meetings. I thought they were so dope. I wore them through a Zoom meeting once. Got roasted by my coworkers, like relentlessly roasted. And then I was like, I gotta ditch these, and I wore them again during like my buddy had like this is obviously during COVID, had like a Zoom a baby shower, and I had these glasses on, and it was like, oh, those are dope. Are those your dad's old glasses? Like, what are those? And I'm just like, you know, these old things. What are you talking about? So these, like, I don't know whether to trash them or not. I don't know whether to trash them or not. But yes, I do have those. Not a fan.
No.
Not a fan. And yeah.
Last but not least, what about bedside clutter?
Oh my God, my table is disgusting.
Yeah, it's a big yar for me. Like mine in particular, like it's a minefield. Not a minefield, it's just top to bottom bullshit. It's things that don't need to be in there.
I thought I was doing myself a favor by I did not get myself a side table. I just got a side plank. Like there's no drawers on my side table. It's just a charger with a little lamp that's built into it. I'm like, fuck yeah. You know, and then I added, you know, a mount for my phone so I can like sit it up and charge. And now, you know, I had my Apple charger on there. And, you know, then I started coming home and taking out my son's trash, and I'm too lazy to go downstairs, so it ends up over there. And then all the pens I accumulate out of the day. I don't smoke, but I have 2 lighters on that side because they just ended up in my pocket. You know, I have a rolled up belt.
It's gross.
I got 4 different chapsticks over there. I got an empty box of Altoids with 1 Altoid in it that I might need in the morning. I have my Hydro Flask that comes with me, and then like the Hydro Flask that sits there that I'm like, let me open this and smell it.
Yeah,
all right, it smells like water. Drinking it.
Literally the one I was gonna say you're gonna open in a few weeks and smell.
Yeah, I'm like, nope. This water's been fermenting. So yes, I've been a victim of that.
So that's all shit we can get rid of.
Yeah.
For me, it's a lot of CPAP supplies I don't need.
Yeah, you don't need those anymore. You just like have.
Well, I have backups, but I don't need 8 backups.
Yeah. Yeah, the backups on backups is a whole nother cluttering issue that we have. You're like, oh, I have an extra one. I'll just put this over here. Like, if it's $1 if it breaks, this is probably gonna break in your junk drawer. Yeah. I like so. Listen, everybody out there. The reason we're diving into this because I think we all need to purge. I think we all need to purge. We need to like take back spring cleaning. Do it once a year. Get a 5, 6, 10-yard dumpster. Go through your house room by room. As our producer says, Marie Kondo that shit. If it does not bring you joy, get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know, on average, we spend 17 minutes a day looking for something that's been misplaced or lost. That's almost 344 days in in the average lifespan. You know, the amount of stress that it puts on you, like looking at things you don't need, saying like, do I need this? That mental argument you go with yourself before you throw something away. You don't need this. The stress it puts on your relationship when you see something you know your partner is not using and they can call you out for 17 things that you are not using. It's terrible.
All the lipstick and fingernail polish can stay.
Oh yeah. There's things that we need in our lives. There's things that we want. There's things that we need to have, that we have to have. I think we should all take a look at what we have in our house, downgrade, create more space for yourself, increase the feng shui. I've cleaned my garage once when we first started the studio and we like got rid of all this stuff. Like this feeling was unbelievable. I couldn't believe all the things that I had that I did not need. And, you know, I tossed a bunch. I had 8 bins that went to Goodwill. 8 bins. Like, you guys, these are like 32-gallon bins. These are not small bins.
No.
These are huge bins.
And I think that like some people are a little iffy about Goodwill and those places now because I think there's been word spread about how much they throw away. One of the things that we do, we meaning my wife, is there's like buy nothing groups and stuff like that. So like a lot of kids' toys, or just like, you know, like our electric we got a mower, you know, our can't talk anymore. I'm sorry.
No, it's all
The
good.
thing you use to cut your grass,
Yeah,
we
a
got from
mower.
Buy Nothing.
A mower. It's
yeah, a
good.
mower. All right, good. Fucking A.
Yeah. I would love to get some of those. I want to put it in the bio for our pod.
Mhm.
I want to spread the word about those groups because the LA Consignment for kids, like kids' clothes, strollers, everything. It's a great group.
Yeah, there's lots of like individual like teen programs. There's lots of places you could donate that aren't Goodwill that will get real immediate use out of it.
Hey man, I got a 55-inch TV in a box sitting in my kitchen, in my dining room. Sorry,
Mhm.
it's been there for 2 months. I've been trying to get rid of this thing. It's like if I was like, it's free. If you can come pick it up, it's yours. And people were like, it's far, and it doesn't fit in a lot of people's car.
Yeah, I think on a Buy Nothing group, you'd be gone by the afternoon.
So yeah, I'm gonna get into that with you. I wanna be a part of this experience. So this is my pledge. This is my pledge. By the end of the year, I would like to get rid of half of the things I have in my house. Half.
Wow. There's not a lot left in this year.
That's I believe it's about 1.3 million items.
Yes.
No, I am 100% serious about this. We're gonna do a check-in. It's gonna be in our holiday episode, like how we went, because I know that Christmas time is a big time where I throw a lot of stuff away.
Mhm.
Like I have a bunch of toys of Ozo. I'm like, you're gonna use it at some point. And then I'm like, nah. He just wants to play video games.
The kids stuff is the hardest, because it's sentimental too, but also it's like they're gonna get more shit they love, and we don't. You have to give it all away.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Speaking of sentimental, this is another big thing that people have, and I actually want to find out if you have anything like this. There's things that we keep from our parents that we apply sentimental value for. I might give it to my child, or this is my late father's, or this is my late grandfather's that we do not need, that we keep because it means something to us, but that ends up in the back of a closet somewhere. I remember Mitch was telling us his grandfather had like this old sword that his dad gave him from his grandfather gave him from like the Civil War or some shit. And I'm like, first of all, your white roots go deep. Second of all, what the fuck are you going to do with a sword? What are you going to do with a sword? Like, if it's just a sword in the back of your closet, hang it up somewhere. Get rid of that space. But I digress. Do you have anything from your parents that you're like hanging on to?
Oh, I mean, I actually have an inheritance sword in my garage I got from my grandfather.
It might be a white thing, people. I don't think black people are over here handing down their kids swords.
It's not. It's like a decorative piece of metal.
Yeah.
But after he died, my mom got it for me. I thought it was pretty fucking funny. It's like, yeah, I got
a heritage sword.
heritage sword. The thing is, like, it's mostly stuff that like my mom held on to, books and some toys that like me and my brother had and played with when we were kids. So my kids get to play with that, and that's pretty cool. But it's like they don't really. It's like, oh, this is the toy you played with when you were a kid. Like they don't give a shit. Like they either like it or they don't. Like,
you know what I recently got rid of? So I used to hang on to like all the trophies I ever got. All the trophies, I like held on to them. Like if it was like some status symbol I had, like these are the trophies I've earned in my life. And then when I moved into the Valley, my mom had a box of like some of her trophies and some of my dad's trophies. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like this, I'm going to have a trophy room. Why? Why would I have that? Why would I have my dad's 1972 soccer trophy from the Intramural League in Nigeria?
Actually, that's pretty rad.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it looks like any other fucking trophy.
It's
Like,
a trophy. Yeah.
you're like sitting there dusting it off. Like, I remember when I got rid of that shit, and it's when we got a bunch of trophies made on X Factor. I was like, wait, I could just go make my own trophy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
But yeah, we always give like gag gifts to friends. We have tchotchkes that, all these old art projects. Like I know Nat is, Mrs. DIY. Like I have a record holder that your wife built for me years ago. I'm still putting to the good use, but now I'm thinking of getting rid of because I don't need that many records. But the record holder's dope. I get a lot of compliments on it. It brings me joy. I'm keeping it.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I'm keeping it, Marie.
I'm keeping it. But yeah, so I do make this pledge. I'm going to get rid of this shit. I don't want to force you into my pledge, but I want
I
to see
feel
what you
like
can get rid of.
I'm an ongoing get rid of person because early this year I got rid of about half of my comic collection.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did
I
you
mean,
sell it or did you just?
I sold it.
Okay.
I didn't get a lot of money, but it's also it's like I don't have a lot of stuff. It's it's weird. It's like selling stuff, but also it didn't bother me that I didn't get a lot of money either. It's just like it's more space. I don't have. They're just literally paper that's sitting in a fucking in my garage for a decade. Like,
Man, should I get rid of my X-Men cards?
no,
Yes,
you should.
No, yeah. I stopped collecting at like 17.
Mhm.
I remember like the last thing I came up on. I was like walking to a buddy's house, and there's like this little store, and I'm like, oh shit, they have some retro cards. He's like, yeah, I'm getting rid of them. Like whatever you can grab, you can take. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, I don't use them for anything.
Mhm.
They just sit in a bag. And like in the little kid brain that I have, like that's whispering to like the adult brains, like, don't do it, Obi. One day it will be worth millions. It'll be worth millions.
They won't be.
It will
No.
not be.
You give them to Ozo, and he'll throw them around and bite them and tear them in half, and that's as much fun as they should be having.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is like I'm just gonna take all the stuff that used to bring me joy and watch my child destroy them.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to downplay it. It is cool to see like today. I was like, I got your tiger, Dada, and he's holding my He-Man, like what's his name, Battle Cat, like the one that has my initials on it that my mom put on when I went to daycare.
Oh shit!
He's like, I got your tiger, Dada. It's like that is my tiger.
That's pretty cool.
That is kind of nice.
All right. Well, now we're going full circle. We're coming into the reasons why we shouldn't get rid
We're
of
keeping it up.
Yeah. So I think we should take a break and like compose ourselves because I really feel bad about the things that are going to be leaving me right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back with more Papa Don't Preach, and hopefully I throw some of this shit out.
Let's start right now. Like that kettlebell. What are you doing with that kettlebell?
We'll be right back. All right. So should we just take apart Pennyworth?
Yeah, sure.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about a show we have not seen, and we're going to tell you why we haven't seen it. And I have no intention of seeing it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I will be.
No.
All right, good. All right. Here comes the death of Pennyworth. Coming back. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for sticking around. We know it's a longer episode, but we had a lot to clear out, pun intended. So today we have something very special for you. Normally, in this last segment, we do some one-offs, Papa's Pulpit. We do In Other Words. Sometimes we do a taste test, movie review. We got a little bit of a Hydra where we are going to do almost a non-taste test because we have not seen it, a non-review because we have not seen it, and a pulpit all into one. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ben and I have a Papa's Pulpit about the new show that's not new. I think it's coming on to season 3.
Season 3?
Yes, HBO Max, Pennyworth.
And it's a story, it's like a prequel story about Alfred Pennyworth, who is Batman's butler.
You guys do not need to check your speaker or your headphones. Bennett did not slip. Yes, this is a show about the famed Batman's butler.
Before he was Batman's butler, he was John Wick-esque Secret Service,
An
SAS,
SAS.
like James Bond, not John Wick, James Bond Secret Service.
He was part of
agent.
the SAS, British intelligence.
And it's just, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So as the comic book nerd in me, it's a recent continuity development to make Alfred a badass.
Yes.
Historically, he was an actor. That's part of what we knew. A family had served the Waynes, and he was called to serve the Waynes after, at a certain point in time. And then at some point, a comic got written where they made him an ex, ex SAS, ex whatever, MI6. And that's kind of been his backstory since. Like, he's got a bit of Alfred's a bit of a badass. That's why
he's old, but he's there for a reason.
Yeah, like he was, which is, I think, is a fine, interesting backstory. But ultimately, I don't fucking care about Alfred, man. Like, I don't care about about Batman's butler. Like,
if they made a little miniseries about what Alfred does when, Bruce Wayne is off leaving blood all over Gotham City.
that's more interesting to me.
Great. Like, that's cool. Let's have a little miniseries of like the day in the life of Alfred.
But like an action show about young Alfred, I just don't.
do you know he has
It's hard to express how much I don't care about Alfred as a kid.
in Pennyworth, the Waynes give birth to a girl?
Is it like before? Is it like, is she gonna die? You think that's going to be a plot?
I mean,
point?
I think they would have mentioned at some point that Batman had an older sister that died.
Or they're just going to be like, it's a girl. It's Brucea Wayne or something like that.
Yeah, it's just never
Bryce
mind.
Dallas Wayne.
Or Bruce Wayne transitioned at some point.
That's a good hot take too.
That's a good hot take.
I'd watch that show. That's not the show it is. It's some generic spy show with Alfred, with the man who cuts the corners off of Batman's sandwiches.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna for all of you out there who are listening and are like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?" Like, seriously, just imagine, these superhero movies that you don't really care about, but sometimes you see because they're action-packed, they're funny, they get great reviews. Now, imagine they took one of the most useless characters in those stories and made a show about him. Not a movie, a show on season 3.
Yeah. Oh, did you know that Batman's mechanic? Like, he's the one that fixes Batman's cars. That's pretty interesting, right? Well, he was also a Secret Service agent. And you're going to see his adventures. And we're going to vaguely mention villains. Oh, that's the last name of a bad guy Batman's going to fight. That's what we're going to do for 3 seasons.
I mean, they had this new movie, Super Pets, that came out about Superman and Batman's dog.
I did watch that one.
Yeah, that's great. It's a funny movie with Dwayne Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart doing the voiceover of animated dogs. Stay in your fucking lane, Pennyworth.
Yeah.
God damn.
And I think it's like, I'm fine with interesting of bad characters, with taking a bad character and putting a new interesting take on it. Like, I'm totally
Moon
fine
Knight.
with that.
Moon Knight.
Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
There you go.
So it's so many options to like take boring characters and make it interesting. Fucking, Vision. Like,
Iron Fist. Womp womp.
yeah, you can't win them all the time.
Yeah. They all can't be bangers.
But just I don't know why the incongruity of Alfred, the secret agent.
Great word.
It took me a while to get it out.
I got poops like that.
Ew.
Hey,
I don't know why it's make me care about somebody. Like, DC has so many interesting characters and so many other characters they could make a story about that isn't Batman's butler.
They could have did a live action Static Shock.
They think they did.
Oh, they did. Womp womp. No, they did Black Lightning.
That's the one they did.
That's another black guy with lightning.
It's the other
you
Black
jerk.
Lightning characters. There's a comic series where called Incorruptible.
I thought you were going to say Incognito.
No, there's a different. That's a difference. I think there's a book called Incognito.
I thought I made up that word.
Nah, I think it's a graphic novel.
I used to tell people in high school, "Yo, I'm gonna go incognito on this motherfucker. They won't see me."
Word.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Anyway, the Black Lightning character in that comic makes a comment how, like, oh, just because I'm black, I gotta have lightning powers.
Ah, that's funny.
It's like a stereotype. I don't know why it is, but it is.
Yeah, Storm's got lightning powers. Yeah, all the black people have lightning powers. All right, well,
Static Shock, Black Lightning.
but they made Thor
The
white.
Vulcan.
The god had to be white. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, it is Norse. It is Norse mythology.
It is Norse mythology. Yeah, whatever. I fart on you.
But I don't think that what's his name? Idris Elba to get a lot of hate. That's Idris Elba is in there, right?
Is in what?
He's the black dude. He's the black god in Thor.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's what's his name? Hagrid.
Heimdall. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with.
Did
Hagrid.
he get a lot of heat when he was like a black Norse guy?
No, I don't think
because
so.
it's Idris Elba. Because the thing is, like, he could play any character, and everyone
That's
would be
why I
like,
fucking hate Idris Elba. If you've been a fan of this podcast, you know my deep hate for Idris Elba. He's like, he can do no wrong, and I'm waiting for him to fuck up. I am waiting for it.
You know that he sings too. Like he does
Yeah,
a bunch
I
of
know.
other goofy ass
Yeah,
shit.
he sings. He's a fucking DJ. He writes poetry. Fuck him.
Didn't cast his daughter in the last movie.
Yeah. Yo, man, he's like a man. Okay, I'll give it to him. He's like very, very talented. I don't know what the fuck he did reading this script for Beast and being like, you know what, I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where he wasted his money. Like, what show didn't go? Like, maybe he wasn't touring enough during the fucking.
If he was
pandemic.
Alfred, I'd watch that show.
Oh, that's where it should have went. That's how they should have fucked it up. They're like Pennyworth. It's about Batman's butler before he was Alfred. And he's just a black dude.
And guess what? He's black. Is he like British? No, he's just a black guy.
Yeah, he's just black.
It's like Luke Cage, but it's Pennyworth. That's what I want to watch. If you're gonna fuck with continuity, let's fuck with it, man.
Let's fuck with it. Let's fuck with it.
I want Luke Cage to be Batman's butler.
Hey, and that's another thing. First of all, that Bennett, I don't know why everything coming out of your mouth sounds racist. You're like the nicest dude I ever met. I don't know why, but
I think it's
keep
a
it
fun-
coming. Keep it
Yeah.
coming.
I don't think it's racist. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, because you're not black. That's why.
Oh, Blaine, you back me up on this idea?
Hey, don't listen to him.
Oh,
Don't
God.
listen to him.
There's lots of crickets over there. There's a whole lot of silence.
Hey, speaking of bullshit, yeah, I would say speaking of all the bullshit that people are changing, why the fuck is Shaggy black now?
People didn't like that.
So like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I know how this started, but I'm still angry. And I'm going to tell you right now, I understand what it's like. I know what equality is like. And I've said this before on this podcast. And I know what representation means, especially in cinema, in cartoons, in comics, in every aspect of life. It's fucking great to see yourself represented. Like that feeling to be represented is amazing. Like the reason Black Panther did so well is because there's been countless superheroes that are just white, these white cis males. Like that's it. But there is an issue from taking a historically white character and I'm going to use some colorful language here and blackening them up. I do not appreciate that. You can still have your white team, but give Shaggy a fucking cousin or a college roommate that joins the team. You know, get Fred's fucking neighbor to come in. Like Ariel doesn't need to be black. There could be a whole bunch of black mermaids that we do a movie on. Like, yo, look at these black mermaids. Like, I'm glad that Little Mermaid is black. Like, I haven't seen the movie or I haven't seen the trailer. I don't know if King Triton is black because that will not make sense if he's white.
I think it's Idris Elba.
I fucking hate this guy. He can do everything. Nah, I'm serious, man. Like, you guys got to stop taking these characters and turning them black or Hispanic or Asian or whatever to try and show that you are woke and you hear the tenor of the language. There are so many characters, so many stories that are out there that you can just tell. You don't have to appease these fucking studios. You think Black Panther was a character everyone knew? You think that Black Panther was going to be this groundbreaking thing? Like, oh, let's get this black guy who's supposed to be a panther running around this made-up town in Africa. Ooh, this is going to be a fucking, like, do the work. Make a good, like, hire good people. Hire great actors. Get a dope soundtrack. Put a fucking movie or TV show together and just put these already existing characters in there. You don't have to fucking copy something. Put a black person in it. And say, hey, we did our part. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, like, I would say, like, I don't know whose idea it was, but there's been 5 Rocky movies, 6 now, 6 Rocky movies. But the turn they made with Creed, they didn't say Rocky had this black kid. They didn't redo Rocky, but Rocky was black. He was this black dude from Jersey. They took an existing character in there and they spun it off. They're like, let's tell this story. What the fuck?
Yeah, I like that take.
It ain't hard.
No.
And I use ain't because I'm black. And I'm angry. Not to be a stereotype.
So let me just say, like, Luke Cage as Batman's butler. I meant more of like Luke Cage as his father figure, as opposed to like him doing chores for Batman.
These regular Indians, or nah, these are just regular people. Oh man, but yeah, you guys, thank you for sticking around for my pulpit, our pulpit, really. We got angry, but I'm calm now. I'm glad I got it out.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have a chance, leave a terrible review for Pennyworth, even if you haven't seen it.
No, I just like do like everyone else on the internet. Leave
Yeah.
a bad review.
Who cares? They can't see your face. No one asks for your opinion, but give it anyway. That's what we do, and that's why we're the papas who preach.
I wish you had the national anthem you could pull up right now.
Don't worry, on the YouTube we'll put in we'll chroma key a American flag behind me.
Yeah, preach.
Put a Blue Lives Matter strip right down it. Just make it controversial. So y'all, you gotta tune in next week on another episode. We'll start a new segment called Kanye's Corner to see what Kanye's up to. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Papa Don't Preach. Thanks to Blaine Pierre, our producer, Aaron Mostow, DNA, who do our music, Bennett Miller. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Peace out, y'all. We'll see you next week.